All right, everybody, happy CPI Thursday. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the trades that I took, what I saw, how I plotted my zones, where I had my entries and exits, and everything that happened the prior day to set us up for today. So to review the accounts, 713 across 8 accounts virtually for $5,700 in profit across 8 evals. So everything that happened today was formed with what happened yesterday. I'm a big fan of always looking left to see what happens. So let's go to a larger time frame. We'll go to the 15-minute. Okay. So here is yesterday's massive death candle off of the bearish news that had come out. And then we established a clear range. But as we look further left, we have clear support right at about this mid 260 range. Coincidentally, we had a buyer imbalance here. Massive death candle here. So this to me shows, okay, this may serve as resistance. So you can see I had clearly annotated here, support, flip, resistance, question mark. Then I had the high and lows plotted out, and then this was yesterday's range. So as you could tell, respected the range both times. Now, here we are on today's news. Push up. We respected support. I was actually anticipating this low to get rated before we had this move, but the buyer support was just absolutely insane. So we had our push up, and you can see that we respected the midpoint of that massive candle from yesterday's news in the mid 260 range. But prior day's resistance, as anticipated, did serve as support. So as we jump down to a smaller time frame, let's look at the 1 minute. I mainly trade off of the 1 minute, by the way. We have our push up. All of our EMAs virtually tell us that we are bullish up until this cross point here, which I took a couple momentum scalps down. But as we were below VWAP, the buyer pressure really stepped up, and here we are. I'm actually anticipating this to hold as resistance, but we shall see. So I did take some trades before the open, which I don't like to do, but the buyer momentum was just too strong for me to pass up. So what was interesting was we rated the liquidity above that one resistance zone that I had previously mentioned, the midpoint of yesterday's candle. So we had a nice push down. We did chop, but we did distribute lower. So I plotted my Fibonacci retracements to see where we were likely going to have this plotted out. So we've got our clear pivot low here, and then our pivot high. And as we drag this across, we notice that our sell-off or our manipulation to the downside, distribution to the downside, wherever you want to call it, came right into our golden pocket zone and hung out right at that 50% retracement. And then we pushed up right through, and then here we are finishing the day. Finished all of my trades. Pretty good. I think I only had 1 or 2 losers that I cut as quick as I could. But today was strictly a momentum scalping day. Not as exciting as a day as yesterday in terms of profits, but it's up there and I will take it. So tomorrow, what I'm looking for tomorrow is going to be somewhat of a market hangover day. I'm not expecting much, but I'm going to continue watching these zones just to see how they hold up in the future. So if we go back to the 15-minute, here's our push up today. We're still respecting this as resistance, but we're putting in higher lows. So, and higher, we're still putting in higher highs too. So we're having expansion to the upside. Maybe tomorrow we'll see an absolute rip to raid these prior day high, the 2-day high eventually, which is possible. So I'll be reviewing this chart later this evening, setting everything up for tomorrow. But that's everything for today's videos, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to comment down below. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. That means a boatload to me too. But any questions, guys, drop them down in the chat. Let me know how you did today, and I'll see you in the next video.